All right, welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey, everybody, how are you? Happy Thursday, and hope you're having a great day over there. And we are over here, so I hope you are over there. All right, so listen. Good girl, Bodi. Good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698, the Bodi Hotline, Fun Line. Call the Bodi line. Say something nice to Bodi. She's waiting for you. Say your name, where you're from. Say something funny. Do a little sing-along. Do your little zippity-doo-dah. We'll sing it with you. That's how we do it over here, DeanBodi. Bodi gives me the joy vitamin. We're giving you the joy vitamin, passing it on to you so you can pass it on to somebody else. Hey, we need more joy in the world right now in a big way. So join us on our mission and spread the joy in any little way you can. Neighbors, family, just to yourself even. How about that? And that being said, we're having a great day. We went on our church walk today, as we call it. Man, it's been a long time since we've done this long church walk. I'm not sure why, but when it's the hotter months over here, that's probably one of the reasons. But still, I don't know, we just haven't gone over the river and through the woods, the church walk we go. Yabba-da-dee, zabba-da-da, zippity-dippity-do, hey. And you go a long way around the neighborhood, as we say. This walk, as we call the church walk, to go all the way there to the church, around the whole place, and back again, it's a good, hour journey. And you get a good cardio walk in. I like to do it, as we call empty stomach cardio. Those of us that are chopping into a little bit of a weight loss journey, I'm going to give you some tips today in that area that you can put in your hip pocket and as the holiday seasons are approaching, right? Well, Halloween's coming up, and all you candy lovers, look out, because the pounds will be coming on. And then we got Thanksgiving. Look out, because the pounds are coming on there. And then we got Christmas and Hanukkah and this and that. And we start stuffing away, and we can't get enough food in our bodies. So these little tips will help you. But going back to the church walk still, we haven't done it in a little while. And today I decided to kind of push Bodi into let's get going. I'm like, I wanted to go just for a longer walk today. And the weather was beautiful over here in Dallas, Texas. So we started going, and Bodi was looking at me like, okay, I really don't feel like doing that long walk today. But she went along with it. And we go a quarter ways down, and she finds a shady tree, and she plops down. And I said, no, not now. Come on with me. Come on, we're going. Let's go. And she jumps up, and as she jumps up and starts walking with me, she looks at me and then looks straight ahead. Looks at me again and looks straight ahead as if she was trying to tell me, are we doing what I think we're doing? Because I'm not really in the mood, but I'm going along with it because I want to be together. Okay? So we go about another, 100 yards. She plops under a shady tree again. And she looks at me like, come on, well, I really just want to chill for a minute. And I said, no, let's keep going. So I kept kind of, edging her along a little bit and giving her a little bit of a boost so she would come with me. And we made it. We went across the busy main road, which is like 2 lanes on one side and 2 lanes on the other before you get to the church. And it's kind of cool because she really listens, And when I say, stop, cars are coming, she looks at me, looks at the road, and she kind of looks both ways as you're supposed to, as you learn like a kid. And as your mommy told you and daddy told you, always look both ways before you cross the street. If you're from Jersey, before you cross the street. Yeah, if you're the Holland Tunnel and make a right at Joey's Pizza, you got to look both ways, okay? So we go, I say stay or stop, and cars are coming. She knows exactly what that means. And then I'm like, okay, let's go. And she crosses with me. It's just cool the way she listens. And we go over to the church area. And usually when we get to this one grassy area, she goes on like a sprint. And I always have the leash the one that I use that telescopes out. It's not the tight one that you're constantly pulling on their neck. I'm just not a big fan of those. I like the one that lets her go off in a distance and you have that little trigger and you can hit the brakes on it if you need to. But it gives them that sense of freedom as they're moving around and doing their thing, where they don't feel so, tied down. I mean, I think it really affects their personality. And if you use the consistent commands and pay attention, and train them, take the time to train them and put that, kind of energy into it, it works out perfectly. It has for me in 5.5 years of Bodi. So usually she goes into that one area. When we first get over there, we cross the big street, and she goes on this tear, and she'll go and run like a giant circle, like around me. And I'll just kind of run with her while she does these laps. And it's really cool watching her take off. And really, when she does that full stride and you see her muscles, Bodi's got some definition in those muscles, man. And she goes, and today wasn't quite, she didn't have all of her horsepower. I get it. Who knows? Just like I don't a lot of the times too. And so she did like a half a lap or one full lap. Then she parked it under the shady tree. I told her to come on, let's go. I thought I could get her to go the rest of the way, because the rest of the way is kind of the special parts of the walk. What do I mean by that is we do some things. There's across the parking lot on the other side of the church, there's a little bit of a kind of prayer area. People have donated, and there's little bricks in the sidewalk that have people's names in there that have donated to the church, etc. And you have the whole scenery there, Jesus and all of the stuff, and or the baby Jesus is there and all of that. And anyway, so people go there and they pray and tap in a little bit. They got a waterfall out there. So it's just kind of a spiritual energy as we're going on our walks. That seems pretty cool, to do from time to time, and just tap in and say your prayers however you want to do it. Okay? So past that even, and you go further down into the grassy grass area and keep going, there's a little tree with a couple benches that have a couple people's names on it. Maybe they passed away. I'm not really sure exactly, but little positive messages there too. And it's really kind of has this vibe of spirituality, and it's really kind of a special thing. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because we didn't make it to that part today, because Bodi, after she did a full lap and did her hit the gas and did her 1/4-mile run, flying around in a circle and a half maybe, said, no, I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to park it here in the shady tree. And I looked at her. I popped off her water bowl, filled it with water, as I take that attachable, collapsible water bowl with us all the time. And she started guzzling the water and looked up at me with that face. And I said, okay, we can stay here, and then we'll go back on our side. And that's how we did it. So it was cool. We almost got all the way, but still, it was great to do what we did. And you can tell the way she looks at me and the way the communication was that, there's that memory of we used to do this all the time, okay? So you get that little look, a little twinkle in her eye, and, I get it. She looks at, I get it. I know you want to go and do the whole 9 yards and all, but hey, let's just kind of, I'll do a little once around zippity-doo-dah right here. I'll plant it under the shady tree, and, we'll head back. How's that sound, Pops? So we went with it. You got to go with the vibe. You have to, hey, listen, the dogs speak to you. They tell you what's going on if you just pay attention. And, for example, another example of this is we're outside in the front area here, as we do. We chill out in the front sometimes, sit on the steps, pour some water for Bodi, give her a bully stick, and the neighbors come down from upstairs. And one of the neighbors' moms pulls up in the car, and right by the curb there, waiting to pick up her daughter and whatever. And Bodi starts talking to this lady in the car in her own way. Like, really opening her mouth, doing the Sheba screech, really trying to pronounce the syllables in her own dialect. It's unbelievably impressive. She does it with the mail lady. She does it with the UPS guy. She really, I look at it like that dialect, that Sheba dialect, crosses over all languages. Because when people say hi to Bodi and she gives them a dose of her little language, they get it. They love it. They get such a kick out of her, and it warms my heart. What can I tell you? It's unbelievable because she's the good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world, yeah. The good girl, Bodi, yeah. The best girl in the world, oh yeah. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698, Bodi Hotline Fun Line. Call the Bodi line. We're waiting for you. We'll make it a feature on the show. If you like what's going on over here and going down Goofy Land and going with the flow with Dean and Bodi and our life stories on a daily basis to get your daily dose so you can make it a great day, consider subscribing. Click the like button. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of these shows. These are real shows. You don't want to miss any of these. Got the YouTube channel, DeanBodi Space Show YouTube channel. It's the full-length video that matches up with the podcast, and Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a nice 5-star rating and review. If you get a minute and get time and you like what we're doing, we greatly appreciate it. And you can do it on a platform of your choice. We're on all the platforms. Man, we're having so much fun doing this. The numbers are going up every day. And we thank you so much from the bottom of our heart as we're going through all this stuff. Well, hopefully we're giving you a little bit of a spicy spice and a little bit of a joy vitamin. We inject it into your life and make your day a little bit better. And talk about this and that. So, talking about the weight loss thing I was going to talk about, since I've kind of put on a few pounds, unwanted ones that I want to take off. And when I want to get it dialed in and lock it down, I can get it off pretty fast. And it's not about starving, and it's not about intermittent fasting, and it's not about, anything really crazy. You just have to prepare, because preparation is your friend with this. And if you just stay in the lane of protein, lean protein, and vegetables, you're good to go. You don't want to go past 3 hours without eating, up to 1 hour before bed. When you start doing this, you start becoming a fat-burning machine. Look at it this way. The more meals, the more logs on the fire. The more logs on the fire, the hotter it gets. The hotter it gets, the more you burn. The more you burn, the more you turn. The more you turn, the better you feel. The better you feel, oh yeah. So that's kind of the basic thing there, if you can get it dialed in. Oh, what about the carbs? What about all the stuff? Well, when it comes to carbs, you eat clean ones. And remember, vegetables are carbohydrates too. They're in the cruciferous family. Did you know that? Yeah, you just kind of want to pull back on the starchy carbohydrates, meaning pull back on the potatoes, pull back on the rice, pull back on anything like cereals and oatmeals and a cream of wheats and all of these things and breads and pastas. You got to put them away for a while. Just go with the lean proteins and the vegetables, and you're good. Every few hours, I say between 2 and 3 hours is a good little zone there, because you should start feeling a little bit hungry at the 3-hour mark. Everybody's appetite's a little bit different, but to give you one more tool, and those of you that are listening on the audio podcast, to see the tool, I'm going to say it anyway, but if you want to see, you have to go over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi Space Show YouTube channel. So take your hand, point the palm up to the ceiling. The size of your palm is the protein size. The thickness of the hand is the thickness of the protein. Those 5 fingers will represent 5 meals a day. And if you put both of your hands together, cup them together like a bowl, there's your vegetable or salad. Oh, yeah. Hey, Millie. Yeah. Did you hear that? That was unbelievable. Yeah, I know. Wow, I didn't know. You can use your hand and use it as a tool for weight loss. We're going to start doing that tomorrow, so get ready for the empty stomach cardio in the morning. All right, DeanBodi. So use those tools. You'll see. Oh, if I wanted to add one more thing in there, you got to crank up the water, gang. You got to, I said gang. I feel like the guy that says don't quit. Jake, don't quit. He always said gang, and he always said, if you want to lose weight in the old battissimo and words like that. Gotta love Bodi by Jake. Giving you a shout out. So, by the way, I did try your shakes. If you're watching this Bodi by Jake, the creamsicle, not bad, not bad. A little sugary, but not bad, and nice going with that. So, if I was going to add a couple things, get the water up, okay? And those of you that are really cranking it and you're going to get down a gallon a day, good for you. Do the best. At least 8 to 10 glasses of good, clean, filtered water is good. And when you go to the bathroom, when you're going number one, you want to see clear. You don't want to see yellow, dark yellow, or amber color. If you do, your body's letting you know it's dehydrated. So drink more water. All right. And get rid of the sodas, and get rid of the sugar, and get rid of the salt. That's all. No salt, no sugar, no sodas, all that carbonated stuff. It's not helping you. And you want to get that inflammation out of your body, all that water retention, and you'll get the weight off. Do that empty stomach cardio in the morning, as I was telling you that we did today, doing on the church walk. And that's going to be a game changer, because when you're doing the clean protein and vegetables at that last meal, right, you're going to get up and do the empty stomach cardio. So you're burning fat. You're not eating bread and pasta at your last meal or something like that, where you're going to get up and you're going to burn carbs, not fat. You don't want that. So do what I told you. Follow those tips. I promise it'll work for you. And get it dialed in. All right? So empty stomach cardio in the morning before your first meal. Go for a walk like you're having a conversation with somebody. That's all you got to do. Get about 50 minutes in. Do 50. You can do it. Walk down the road 25 minutes, and then you know when you come back, it's another 25, 50. Ba-boom! You got it, baby. So, let's see what's going on over here, DeanBodi. I don't want to shortchange anyway, DeanBodi Show. I think we covered it, though. And, wow, we're having a great time doing this over here today. And, man, we're having fun over here at DeanBodi. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh, my, what a glorious day. Doing the cardio, doing our thing. Zippity-doo-dah, ba-ba-da-bing. Zippity-da-ba-da-ba-da. Man, one last thing I wanted to talk about is this moon pod chair that I bought. Oh, man. If I was going to install this on the next, we'll call it Pet Peeve Thursday. How about that? We just threw the line out on Pet Peeve Wednesday. We're reeling it in and plumping it right here on Pet Peeve Thursday. The moon pod chair is this like beanbag chair that was invented by whoever, and it was getting advertised for a while, and you can lie back on it, you can sit up on it. The whole idea behind the thing is when you plop down on it, it follows the contour and shape of your body. So, this thing is kind of a nightmare, quite frankly. It's comfortable when you plop on it and sit on it. Getting out of it is like this thing traps you, and you can't get up. I'm kicking, I'm squirreling, I'm like, what's going on with me? Am I that? And I realized it's like falling into a big mound of quicksand. Okay, this is not the beanbag chairs of old. This thing pulls you in, keeps you in, and doesn't let you get up again. So they know that the design was flawed. So, because when you lean back, your head wasn't quite supported, and it was a little bit just, okay, we get it. It's a newfangled beanbag chair. I fell for it and I bought one, but they came out with this crescent shape addition to it. Of course, you got to buy the new edition, right? So I get it, and it goes around the top of it like a crescent shape, so your head kind of can fit on more of a raised pillow area, and your arms have more of like an armrest kind of thing, and they're both, it detaches, it just gets thrown on there. I don't know, talk about piecing something together. The guy probably definitely went to the bank by selling a ton in the beginning. Moon Pod, what a great name. And that being said, it's kind of a fun novelty thing. I plop down it once in a while just so I can wrestle around and try to get up, and I can complain, now, I can't get up from this thing. And when I get up, I go through a whole gasping and frustration until I do it again the next time. So, listen, we're dealing with the Moon Pod. Hey, back to the drawing board, kind of, sort of, whatever, and the bean bags and all. What do you want? You can't have everything in a thing, so you deal with it. All right, so listen, let's make it a great rest of the week as we're coming to the end of the week. And, you know, try those tips I gave you. You can do it. Get the pounds off, and you're going to be doing it in a healthy way. Your energy is going to be up. You're going to become a fat-burning machine while you sleep, and that's the whole name of the game. All right, so have an awesome day. Remember, DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698, it's the Bodi Hotline, Fun Line, DeanBodi space show, YouTube channel. Hey, have an awesome day, DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah.